Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Riley Field for this afternoon soccer matchup between the Randolph Blue Devils and the Abington Green Wave. Green Wave are coming off a phenomenal week. They went 3-0 last week with a big win against Hull and two very close wins against Rockland and Carver. The Rockland game was actually won on a PK late in the game. We're looking for a good battle out here today.
Look, Coach.
We will get you the lineups as best we can.
All right, here we go.
Abington starts off with the ball.
Open up wide, open
Benito
up.
getting it over. He gets it wide to Donovan. Donovan's going to try to make it.
Back to it. Come on, Mike. One's holding, contain.
By Shedley Gazet was intercepted. Tyler Moulton trying to make a run here.
Hey Jack, I apologize, but I was hearing you, but the
camera
wasn't. I
okay.
had the mic on, so if we could get you started
so we'll have to start over.
Sorry, guy.
I had a great speech at the beginning of this game too.
And here I was bragging about I was a professional.
You are a professional, Bill. Well, let's start this one over. Good afternoon and welcome to Riley Field up at Abington High School for today's soccer matchup between the Randolph Blue Devils and the Abington Green Wave. As I said earlier, Abington is coming off a phenomenal week. They went 3-0 last week, including they started off Monday with a huge win over Hull, in Hull. And then on Wednesday night, they had a 2-1 victory over Rockland that was decided by a PK late in the game. And then a hard-fought win in Carver on Friday night that they came away with a 1-0 victory. So far, it's been played pretty much in the middle of the field. This clear in by Moulton goes straight to Alec Cruzado, the keeper for the Blue Devils. Great flick by Nana to get it up a little bit further, but Sean O'Keefe right there to clear it out to Troy Panico, puts a head on it. Tyler Mariano fighting in the middle, but he loses control. And that one gets sent up to Camille.
So today we have another certified athletic trainer, Stephanie. Jack, what's
Stephanie's last name is Ataconis.
There you go.
We're hoping she doesn't have much to do, and a quick strike by Perez for Randolph. That's Cedric Perez, one of the captains. He just labeled one on Scott, and
nice.
Gambon was right there to bring it down and clear it away. John Reed tapping this one forward. Tyler Mariano making Cruzado work for that one a little bit.
Here's a shot of Stephanie here.
Stephanie Ataconis is our athletic trainer. We're hoping Stephanie gets to enjoy watching the game.
And scorer today is Steve Paraxlis.
Our officials on the field are Dan McGeary and Donnie Fredericks. Our ball boy on the far side today is none other than Spencer Merrick. I told him before the game, Bill, that I was going to put a pedometer on him and see how many miles he runs in the course of a game because he's phenomenal. Here's Mariano with a steal.
Ooh.
And he's ridden off the ball by Thompson. Stays with it, though. Tries to keep it. Oh. We had contact on the far side, and this ball is going to be coming out for Randolph.
I'll tell you, nice, comfortable day down here. It's probably the high 60s, low 70s.
Beautiful day. A little overcast, unlike the weekend, which was in the high, in the mid-80s, I think.
I think next year I'm going to plant orange trees in my yard.
It seems that way. Nicopolis with a great job of clearing out that ball, getting it over to Gately, who sends it up. Porcello with it now. He's trying to get it wide to Donovan. Donovan gets a foot on it, but he deflects it out of bounds. And Gazet with the throw. Dylan McCann's going to handle the ball boy duties on this side for the time being.
Well, what a game it was last weekend, football game playing against Randolph.
Friday night football game. I unfortunately didn't make the game, but I sat there listening to the tweets from Pete. This ball's cleared up, wobbling in the middle, and this final shot by Nana goes wide for a goal kick. Scott Gambon came out, tried to break up the play, bounced around a little bit. Abington tried to get a toe on it, just wasn't able to, and finally Randolph clears it out for a goal kick. Yes, I was following the AD on Twitter at Abington AD.
Yeah, the final score of that game was 30-35.
35-30 Abington. It was
Yep.
it was a very close game.
Their quarterback was fantastic. I mean, he was hucking them, 3/4 of the way down the field.
Yeah.
Not too many short passes, but boy, I seen him on the sideline throwing the short passes there, and he throws like Brady. But they're
Hilaire with a clear into the middle. Couple of heads on it to get it up and out. Moulton tries to play this one and comes up with it.
well, the Randolph team really turned around from last year. So good for them.
Mike Donovan with a streak to try and keep that ball in. Just ends up going out of bounds. Caleb Faraz with a nice play to get around and stop the attack for the Blue Devils.
So, Jack, tell us about the game that's going on Thursday.
Thursday we have a first of its kind in Abington anyway. They have created a unified soccer team. Nice clear in. This goes by everybody, and John Reed with it. Keeps it in, sends it up the line. Panico's there with it. Looking for Porcello. He just gets it by him, but Porcello retains it. Sends it wide, but nobody really there for it. Keeper comes out and launches it. Porcello in the mix there trying to slow it down, and Moulton comes out of the backfield. He picks up with it. Looking for Mariano. Tries to get it to him, but Mitchell Williams is there to drive it away, to take it away for Randolph. Mariano with a great play to take it back. This ball deflects. Keeper wanted that one, and his defender came in and took it away from him. Randolph starts the attack yet again. But we do, on this Thursday, there's a unified soccer match being held. Scott with a phenomenal diving save. It looked like Jimsky Hilaire had a great shot tailing away. Scott kept his eye on it all the way and made a dive for it. Reined it right in. This ball's deflected. Panico sends it to the corner.
So much action on the field, you'll never get through the story.
No, we'll never get through it at this point.
My phone's ringing too.
Porcello and Donovan teaming up here. Donovan keeping it wide, sends it across. Mariano diving for it, but Cruzato's right there. The Abington has created a unified soccer team. It's made up of a combination of players, some with learning disabilities who otherwise wouldn't be able to make it onto a regular varsity team. They're paired up with regular soccer players and other athletes. It's a division of Special Olympics. Good hustle here by Alex on that one to keep that ball, but Randolph comes up with it. It gets headed up and away. LC comes up with it. Elise, Sean O'Keefe clearing it up.
Ooh.
We got a throw in here for Randolph.
Okay, I
Troy
thought it might have been a penalty kick.
No, Troy Panico was just throwing it all around out there. Porcello trying to break this one up. But the unified team will be playing Thursday night under the lights at Memorial Field. If you get an opportunity, come on out and watch these kids play. They've been practicing regularly with this team. And they're excited to play, and they're part of an actual high school team, which is exciting for them. This ball goes just ahead of Mariano. Cleared out of bounds, and we have subs coming in.
So are you going to be down there refereeing it?
I'll be down there actually volunteering my time as a referee for the game. Mike Karowski and I are going to help out with that.
Well, thank you very much
and it's going to be, I'm excited by it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And it'll be interesting to watch these athletes. Greg Killian in right now for Tyler Mariano. Nicopolis trying to get it wide to Donovan. Donovan just bounces over him. Gazet for Randolph sends it up.
Wow.
Gazet with a great charge from the defense to keep that ball alive for Randolph. Ben breaks that one up, but Hilaire comes up with it. Again, Ben gets in the way. No, this ball goes out of bounds, and we're going to have a corner. Campbell made a dive for it. Apparently, he made it outside, so we're going to have a goal kick here. A corner kick, rather. Faraz taking the kick for Randolph. All sorts of black shirts in the middle. Sean did a great job getting up to clear that one away. Mike Donovan gets this one and sends it deep. Great Killian charging after it. Porcello gets into the mix here. He's trying to push it through around, and he's got some space. Tries to get back with it, comes around again. Launches this one. Keeper gets a hand on it. Oh!
Wow.
Grazzato did a great job. Porcello did great to get the ball down to the corner. Worked hard to get a shot off. Keeper got a hand on it. We almost had this one go down. John Reed called for a, I'm assuming, dangerous play with the leap that he had.
Ooh.
Yeah. Alex gets right in front of that one again. This clear. Oh,
Nice.
Mike Donovan with a great job to keep it in.
Wow.
Greg Killian now fighting in the corner against Thompson. Thompson manages to get it up, though.
I'll tell you, I'm a big fan of Mike Donovan. Boy, he's fantastic.
Randolph doing a great job maneuvering this ball very well. Alex with another play to break it up and send it out. Nana centers it, then get his pass back, but Ben Bennett's right there to break him up. Porcello on Hilaire. Moulton takes over. Faraz takes a long shot from the outside and sails this one over the goal. Substitutions for Abington. John Lally, Tyler Moulton, and number 19, Danny O'Brien in. Porcello, Reed, and Donovan taking a break. Those three guys have been running pretty hard out there, trying to move that ball. Randolph first to that goal kick, but this ball goes up and out of bounds.
So your son Michael, he got the 2 goals in.
He scored the two goals Wednesday night against Rockland. One from about 25 yards out in the first half, and that was answered relatively quickly by Rockland again from about 25 yards out. Looked like it was going to be that type of a day. And it went that way until midway through the second.
Ooh. Danny
O'Brien just overruns that ball, and Randolph comes up with it. And then we had a handball in the box, and Porcello lined up again for the PK and managed to come up with that. Moulton with the free kick here. Nana with the dive and knocked him off balance. Killian gets a flick on this one. Thompson sets it up, though, and Faraz starts back with the ball. Gets it up to Alisi.
You know, it's always nice to get a win over Rockland. It's always a good rivalry, though.
It is.
You know, a respectful rivalry.
No, it's one of our crosstown rivalries. It was actually game 1 of the Shoemakers Cup.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Shoemakers Cup. It's a third annual Shoemakers Cup where they take the aggregate score of 2 games, and then the winner gets to keep this beautiful trophy in their school for another year. Rockland this year is defending. John Lally with a great job to get it up to Panico, and Panico with a fantastic touch. John Lally's got some great speed here, and he's taken down, and we are going to have a free kick. Tyler Moulton's in a great area for his kick.
Not a bad spot. That's actually. Now, would you consider that a better spot than a corner kick?
Yes. It's much easier to get it in directly from there. From the corner, you kind of have to curve it. He can almost drive this one directly in. He sends this one low. Randolph with a head on it. Moulton makes the turn, still has it, fires one that goes wide for a goal kick. Good pressure there by Abington on that one. A few headshots to bounce it all around, but once he got it down and made a move, he turned it and tried to get that shot off. The final game of that Shoemakers Cup is going to be October 20th in Rockland, so we're looking forward to that night as well.
You know, it would be great if we could get somebody else doing the camera too, and that way we could hit the away games too.
It would be exciting. I know the guys have really enjoyed the last couple of years since I've been doing these games. I know many of the graduating seniors last year really appreciated having video of their games that they could work with.
Well, I like that we have equal time with the boys and the girls. Though.
Yes. Nice stop by Nicopolis again, just standing in front, not giving up any ground. Lally looking for Panico, but that one is picked off by the Devils.
Yeah, it works out well for the basketball because Norm does the boys, I do the girls, so they all get 100% of our time. And if anybody out there would like to do this, I would be more than happy to show you how to do it.
Absolutely. I started it about 3-4 years ago. It was probably 3 years ago when the girls soccer team made a deep run into the playoffs. Mike Karowski and I decided, hey, let's give this a shot. Some guy named Bill Davis graciously stepped up to man the camera for us. Thank you, Bill.
Yeah, we made a trip over to Nantucket.
Made a trip to Nantucket, which was exciting.
Oh, that was sweet. And the victory ride home there on the boat was fantastic.
It made it much better. Moulton looking for O'Brien up top. Oh, he can't keep a foot on it. It bounces out of bounds. Yeah, that was a fun boat ride.
Oh, it was. I had never been over to Nantucket.
They made it, the girls made it all the way up to the semifinals, much the same way that the boys did last year. So it's been very exciting. Titonia putting some pressure on in the middle of the field. Nicopolis again with a great move. He gets himself around Hilaire. Hilaire just recovers and takes it away from him.
Well, both
lays
the
it
boys,
out for Faraz.
The boys and the girls teams are well coached.
Oh, Danny tried to get this one. It was a little light. He was intercepted by Nana.
I'm amazed at, look at the footwork they're doing.
Great footwork there by Nana to get the ball around two Abington defenders. Ben staying in place. Moulton trying it. But at least he comes up with it. This clear in. Shot by Nana. Sends it up and over the net. O'Brien, Mariano, and Lally coming out. And Donovan, Porcello, and Reed back in for Abington. Coach McGinn is continuing his habit of frequent subs to keep the legs fresh. Randolph again was the first one of that goal kick, though. This shot in goes wide, and we're going to have another goal kick.
Got a nice shot of Spencer.
Le Couture in.
That's Spencer over there, right? Yeah,
that's Spencer on the far side, yeah. Le Couture in for Randolph, and Camille coming out. Yeah. Now, Spencer's been here for pretty much all of our home games. Great guy, does a wonderful job, really knows how to keep it going.
Well, his parents know where he's at, I'll tell you that right now. Everybody knows where he's at.
Nicopolis was looking for Titonia up front, but that one was picked off by Gazet. Reed sends one up deep, but right on the boot of Mitchell William.
So, Jack, do you know if Spencer plays any other sports?
To the best of my knowledge, Spencer is a soccer player.
Okay.
This clear goes out. We got Mike Donovan with a throw in here. He's got Dylan McCann and Matt Titonia up front. McCann with a great run for the corner to try to keep it. He does, yes, but Randolph takes over. Nicopolis gets a toe on it, and this one's going to make it to the sideline. Ben Bennett able to tried to keep it in, but he deflects it out of bounds. Very quick throws by Randolph, too, to keep the ball going. Nicopolis with some running room. Tries to find Donovan, but again, Gazet steps up and intercepts. He's doing a great job of reading this ball. Anna with a quick move to get around Nicopolis. Faraz with it, playing around. Ben Bennett just sends it up deep. Dylan McCann can't get there. Porcello does. He's got a little bit of running room here. He's got to get around Gazet, and he does. Gazet's catching up to him, though. He's got some great speed there. Porcello launches it to the middle. Donovan stays with it. Slide tackle there, and this ball's coming back.
Now, will this be a penalty kick?
No, he's outside the box. He's just outside the box.
Okay.
So it's going to be a regular kick. Wind's picking up a little bit. Porcello taking the shot on this one. It's where he scored his goal from Rockland.
So what's the difference between a penalty kick and a regular kick?
Penalty kick, you can't have anybody in front of you.
Okay.
This one goes, it was going out, and Randolph kicked it off to the side. I'm going to give Abington a throw. Porcello kept it low on that one. He had a lot of bodies in front of him, and really nobody from Abington charging towards the goal. Matt gets a toe on this one. Donovan's trying for it. Oh, this is going to go for a corner on the other side? No. Randolph able to keep it in.
Nice save.
Porcello trying to chase this one down, but Nana sends it up to number 11, Cedric. And he steals it from Faraz.
Ooh.
And he gets taken down. Virtually any time you are chasing a player and that player trips, you will get called for it.
That definitely kicked in front of his legs and sent it down. Did a little Dixie.
Yeah. As I said, anytime you're chasing a player and that player trips, it's always going to go against you. Oh, great ball in.
Ooh.
A little bit of contact, but the checking out, making sure both are okay. Donovan keeps it in along the side, tries a pass to himself. Titonia gets it wide to Porcello. He's got Reed, but he rolls it a little too far ahead of himself.
Jack, you couldn't see it on the camera. I was actually watching the two guys down there.
They were
making sure they were okay. They both
did.
They both ended up shaking hands, making sure that they were both okay.
Simple collision. No intent either way.
Yeah, respect on both sides. Good sportsmanship.
Reed with the throw in. Titonia, Donovan, and Porcello out. Lally, O'Brien, and McCann out. John Reed, major substitutions there for Abington.
Yeah. Okay.
They got these guys have been doing an awful lot of running. Troy gets this one, and he'll get called for the handball on that. Ball clipped his foot and bounced up into his hand. Quick stop by Randolph.
Now, when he has a kick like that, can he just tap it forward and kick it again?
No, he cannot. He cannot play it again.
Okay.
Until John Lally with the throw on the far side. Sends it to Moulton. Little high. Nicopolis has some time on it. Lays it out for Mariano, and he's got Danny O'Brien. Just a little too much on it. Danny with the throw in, though. Gets it over to Killian. Killian. Oh. And that ball gets a little disagreement on the type of call it should have been, but it went out off of white.
He got nudged big time.
Yes. And that's what the question was. Faraz sends this ball back and tries to collect the return pass himself. Great play by Hilaire to look for him again, but
Wow.
Twice, Abington's defense got right in front of that ball and just stopped it.
Whoa.
Mariano just a little too far ahead. Lally able to keep it, though. John Elise with it to Le Couture. Le Couture gets it back out. What a great move to get around Tyler Mariano. Derek Gately with a great header to clear the ball away. But Elise just sends it over for a goal kick.
Yeah. So we had the special town meeting Saturday, September 27th. And it was like 1,000 yeses and around 20 noes.
Yeah.
So we've gone through that phase.
Now it's time for a ballot. And the ballot election is going to be on October 18th. Ben and Nicopolis team up on that one to clear the ball away, but Moulton intercepts a pass there. And that ball goes out. Gonna have a white throw. Moulton right there, he's not wasting any time. He has Mariano in the middle. Nice ball up. Yeah, and Greg Killian's called for the offside. He took off just a little bit too soon. Great kick on this one. Randolph controlling the ball, moving it backwards and sideways very effectively. Nicopolis again just getting in front. A little bit of confusion between Nicopolis and Mariano there, but Derek Gately gets a foot on that and sends it up. Randolph's again right there. We're a little kind of too deep in some instances, I think. Sean O'Keefe brings it down and tries to contain it, but Randolph quickly gets it right back in. Faraz with it, sends it off to the side.
Jack, I am so impressed by the way the ball handling is on both sides. I mean,
Panico keeps it.
It's incredible.
There we go with a big long one, but they get ahead on it and send it back out. But Troy recovers and forces it right through. Greg Killian looking to get a one-timer over to Danny O'Brien. Faraz with a great move on Bennett, but Bennett just stays with him. This ball's over Killian's head. And this one's going to come up and out on this side.
So, Jack, did you play soccer in high school?
No, I did not. I was not much of an athlete. I was more on the math team.
Now, how did you, you ref some of these games and stuff?
Well, it started when I had children. They decided they liked soccer very much, and they wanted to expand to the next level. Dylan McCann with a great move there and a cross. Keeper gets a foot on it. Panico gets something. John Reed. Mike Donovan had the open net. Just took an angle off on it, and it shot out to the side. Great hustle by Dylan McCann. He got that ball up and high. Corzada got a hand on it. Panico was making a charge at the same time. John Reed sent it out, and Donovan just popped it over. Great play by Dylan McCann on the sidelines there. And this ball is going to go into the woods. Moulton moving in on this. He's looking for... This one was going wide, but the keeper went out and grabbed it. Dylan McCann with a nice job to try and get that ball in. Nicopolis once again. He's right there to Porcello. Porcello tried to get around, but he was double teamed by Randolph. Randolph smartly moves it back. Alisi starts the ball again. A lot of fancy back passes here. Gene Charles with it on the far side. Sends it in. This ball's deflected out. We're going to have a corner kick for Randolph.
And actually, we've got a little bit of wind picking up, and it's coming from across the field into the camera. So it's to this guy's advantage right now.
Cesaro in for Licochoa for Randolph.
I'm sorry, I missed it.
Dylan McCann dropping back to cover a body. This ball gets bounced out. McCann making a run for it. Almost came up with it. He had one man to beat. John Reed trying for it. Porcello chips it up. Donovan's going to make a run and try to keep it, but just rolls out. Thompson with a quick throw. Porcello gets spun around by Faraz. This shot goes in. Scott's right there to pick it up, though. Troy with a head on that, sending it deep, and McCann's running for it. Forces the keeper to come out and play it, and he smartly gets it up to William.
Now, have you seen any scouts coming out looking at Scott?
Not at this point, no. I mean, they could be here. One thing I have found out about the scouts going through my own experience is they really don't make themselves known.
Okay.
A couple of reasons. You don't want you don't want to make the player nervous.
Okay.
Well, and you don't want you don't want parents and fans and spectators crowding around you, touting the good deeds of that player for all to hear. You basically want to hear. You want to see the game and see how they do it.
So number 9 came in for Randolph, and number 1 came out.
So that was Nana back in and Camille coming out. McCann putting some good pressure on, but Gazet gets it up for Randolph. Faraz with a great clear. Moulton gets a foot on this one. He's got Donovan wide. Smartly gets it up to him. Donovan right down the side, passes it to himself. Moulton just muscles through again. Looking for Troy in the middle, but McCann is there, and he sends it down for Donovan. Donovan with some great speed, but Mitchell Williams just runs him right off the ball. Stayed right with him the whole way. Hilaire with a great move to get the ball away from Moulton. Faraz with it. This one goes back. Faraz and Gazet with a couple of quick passes back, and finally work it up to Cedric Faraz. This ball in for Faraz and Caleb Faraz. Ben Bennett right there in front. Caleb gets the shot. Scott lets that go out, and we're going to have a goal kick. Mariano in for Porcello now. And Camille back in. He's going to take off Cesaro. Solid back and forth game. I once again forgot to stop my clock at the beginning, so we're lost on time. John Reed trying to take on Nana in the middle.
I got just under 35 minutes on the tape, so.
Well, if we started at 4, this shot by John Alisi went well high and over the net, so we're going to have a goal kick. If we did start right on time at 4, we're probably about 30 minutes in.
I got about 33 minutes here.
Once again, my time, your time, doesn't really matter.
That's right.
The men in the yellow shirts are the ones that keep the time of the game. I know it's always an issue when you're playing at Memorial Field. We have the clock, and they actually stop the clock at 2 minutes and announce that it's only an estimate.
Yeah, I remember. We had picked up a victory down there, and it was 2 minutes on the clock, and the away team was squawking.
Yeah. Troy with a great move to keep it. Gazet tries to clear it. He goes down, and Mike Donovan has a chance to move in, but Gazet right there with him. He's looking wide for John Reed. John Reed's going to have to run this one down. He slides it over to the keeper. John Reed with a little bit of a rug burn on that one. Cruzado with a great ball up.
So, Jack, how are the girls doing at Keene State?
The Keene State team right now, oh yeah, Dylan McCann well offside on that one. They're currently 5-5. They've had a pretty tough schedule right now. It's enjoyable. It's a totally different game at the college level. Nana with a head on that, but it goes straight up, and now Donovan with it. Tried to get it around Gazet, but it wasn't to be. Nana with a back pass to Camille. Camille trying to get around Mariano, but Ben Bennett right there to clear it away, and Gazet's clear goes out of bounds. John Lally coming in for John Reed, who was grabbing at his leg as he stood up on that last play. Mike Donovan setting up for this throw. Moulton with a great move to get around.
Oh,
looking
nice
for
feed.
Lally down the line, and Lally can keep this. Drops it for Troy, who tried to, there's a nice give and go attempt. But Randolph's very good playing this ball out with their head. Nana gets it up to Hilaire. Hilaire makes a move around Bennett, but Bennett stays right with him and forces it into the middle. Caleb Faraz with it. Sean intercepts Sean O'Keefe right in front of that one. Dylan McCann gets it over to Troy Panico. Troy still with it. Lally gets around with this one. He's being challenged by Gene Charles. This ball gets deflected. Keeper comes out for it. John Lally was right there. After his clearing pass, he chased it right in.
Ooh.
This ball just over Mike Donovan's head. Alex with a great job. Hands went up on it. Referee is telling him to keep the hands down. Tyler Moulton to take this kick. Again, Randolph right there. They get a head on it. Faraz with it, but Nicopolis right there. Three converging.
Wow.
Three converging on Moulton, and he's just forced to clear it, and Gazet starts the run for Randolph. Nana looking deep, but Derek Gately right there settles it down and sends it up, and this one's going to roll out of bounds, and we're going to have a Randolph throw. Mariano settles it down, but here's clear right to Randolph. Lisi with a great couple of moves to get around Abington. Sean O'Keefe, diving stop, sends this ball out, and we're going to have a Randolph corner. Moulton with the head on it, gets it out. And Derek Gately on the follow-up as Randolph just tried to push it right back in. This ball rolls out of bounds, and we're going to have a Randolph throw. Caleb Faraz with it. Tyler Mariano watching him closely. His backward pass rolls out of bounds. Porcello in for Mariano.
I'm going to take a guess and say about another minute.
Maybe a couple more. Oh, you were right on the numbers there, Billy. Halftime here at Riley Field with the score 0-0. Great game so far. A lot of back and forth, a lot of great foot skills. I think it's going to be an exciting game. So we're going to take a break. We'll be right back with second half action, so stay tuned. All righty, folks, welcome back for second half action. The breeze has picked up a little. It's gotten a touch on the cold side, but we're ready. We're still tied at 0-0 here at Riley Field. The report in from the girls' game, Abington girls up 2-0 right now over Randolph and in Randolph. So that's exciting news from the girls. They've been having a tough season so far, and hopefully they can keep up these goal scores.
Yep.
We have a new ball girl on this side. Maddie Fry, whose brother Griffin Fry plays for the team.
Hey, Madison.
Has taken over on this side.
Hey, thank you for helping out.
Randolph starts the second half with the ball. And they're coming out. They're really moving the ball well. Send this one deep for Camille, but it's going to roll out of bounds, and we're going to have an Abington throw. Flicked by Moulton. Mariano just misplays it a little bit, but Moulton stays with him. Gets it over to Porcello. Porcello's got some running room. He gets Donovan down the side. Donovan with a great touch.
Wow.
Troy lays one in on the ground,
Ooh.
but this one goes wide. We're going to have a goal kick. Great movement there by Abington. Randolph started off pretty quickly moving the ball right down.
Madison.
Try to remember to stop my clock a little sooner this time. We'll be a little bit closer on my clock this time at least. It's not so bad when you're on the sides. Porcello gets up on this one. The ball skirts over his head though. Faraz starts off, sends it back, and Nana sends it deep. Hilaire gets it first to the middle, but Alex right there to clear that one up and out. Stays with it and deflects it out of bounds. Alex doing a superb job in that center position. Ben Bennett battling Faraz on the side with it. Faraz comes up and gets around him and sends a shot that goes just by everybody and out for a goal kick. Yeah, that's a terrific shot there.
Boy, she's getting a workout.
And nobody from Randolph kind of picked up, and nobody could pick up on it. The ball was a rocket coming across. Madison running to the corner to pick up that ball. Scott sends this one up, and we got a big handball on that one.
Oh,
Moulton sends it up quickly.
Wow.
He's got a couple of players running for it, but Porcello right there for a shot on it. Reed trying to get it. Moulton tries to get it to Porcello, but another handball. That one was missed. Porcello with a great move to keep it, get it over to the side to Panico. Panico back to Donovan, but it squirts by him. I don't know if he was ready for it. Sean O'Keefe right there. Clears it up, but right on Gene Howell's shoe. Gene Charles's shoe, excuse me. Caleb Faraz with the clear in. Moulton there to collect. Moulton with a chip. Troy trying to pulley this one through, but Thompson just steps in front of him and keeps it away. Porcello overruns this one. Faraz with it in the middle, and he gets taken down. No, this call's going for Abington. I looked away for a minute on it. Oh, Tyler slips on this one, but Tyler Mariano gets it, tries to clear it up. Nobody there to collect, though, except for number 16, Mitchell Willem for Randolph. Camille tried to advance it. He clicks it out of bounds. Reed to Mariano, back to Reed, back to Mariano again, but just a little too far ahead of him.
Wow.
This big, big clear by Randolph goes off of Sean O'Keefe and deflects out of bounds. So we're going to have ourselves a Randolph throw. Substitutions coming in for both sides. LeCouture for Randolph. And we have Mariano, Reed, and Donovan out. Looks like Killian, O'Brien, and Lally in. Not a very good throw, on my opinion, on that one, but I don't have a yellow shirt on. Troy comes up with this one. He's trying to push through.
Wow, right over him.
Gazet with a great job just standing up in front of him and just taking the play away. This chip in. Ben Bennett gets a head on it. Nikopoulos falls on this one. We're trying to get it up and out. Randolph just moving right through everybody.
Oh.
And it finally gets it out to Caleb Faraz, who launches one up and over the goal. Madison running back to the corner again.
So let's say the ball's being kicked around and someone lands on top of it and actually his stomach is on top of the ball. What do they do about that?
As long as he's trying to get up and he doesn't grab it with his hand, they'll normally let it go.
What if he just doesn't?
If he's not trying to get up, then they're going to call him for it.
Okay.
Bocello staying on Elise and forces him back with the play. Ooh. Wow, with a great stop there.
Good words by the coach, huh?
Yeah. And this ball's coming out. We're going to have a kick here for Randolph. Sean O'Keefe with his arms out when he made contact. Purely a defensive move, but he still got called for it, and you're going to get called for a move like that. Scott setting up his wall. We got a two-man wall. Clear goes up. Scott with a great job to kick it away, and Nikopoulos following up. Randolph pulling the charge on today. This ball gets shot in straight to Scott. He comes up with it. Good pressure by Randolph on that set. Really good pressure. Scott's ball clear is a little low. Nana starts the attack, and he's looking to get it outside to Elise. O'Brien on him. Faraz with it, and then he sends this one just up and over a little bit.
Well, Jack, I'm looking forward to Monday night Patriot football tonight.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to go back home to. It's always good to see them on Monday Night Football.
Oh, it's great. I love it that I can stay up all night long and watch it, too.
Scott gets this one up. Greg Killian fighting for the... and this ball's a high kick. Tyler Moulton setting up. Looking far side for Panico, but...
Ooh.
Danny O'Brien comes up with the loose ball here. Nice slide by Danny O'Brien to clear the ball out of bounds.
Wow.
And we're going to have a Randolph throw. Greg Killian really putting the pressure on here. But Randolph's able to get the ball up and out to Faraz. Lally on Faraz. Stays with him. Gets around. He sends a shot in. Another one goes over. Goal kick coming up with more subs coming in. Mariano, Donovan, and Reed in. Bocello, O'Brien, and Lally off. And for the Randolph side, Camille in for Le Couture. The dew seems to be settling quickly on the field today. We got a whistle on this one. Troy Panico, a little too much contact.
Well, I'll tell you,
Randolph with an easy kick, and again, right there on the clear.
Yeah, we've had a pretty long dry spell here.
We have, weather-wise.
Field still.
This ball, another dive by Scott, but it goes out of bounds. We're going to have ourselves another goal kick. Coach McGinn is just reminding the boys that it is getting slick out there. It's starting to, you can feel the moisture in the air. Where the grass has been so dry, it starts to get a little slippery at first. Randolph controls the goal kick. Nice simple passing.
Ooh.
Sean O'Keefe with a great diving header. And Scott makes a terrific diving stop. That ball was labeled for the corner. Deflects it out of bounds, but we're gonna have a Randolph corner.
That was a great kick by the Randolph player, but what a play by Scott.
Nicopolis trying to clear this ball up, but Rockland takes over quickly. John Reed gets it up. Nicopolis tried to break this one up, but Randolph picks it up. Elise with it on the far side. Everyone's starting to slip. Ben Bennett gets it up, and Troy with a great job to keep it up and out. Mitchell Williams tries to send it right back in, and Tyler Mariano's first to get a head on it, but he's instantly picked off by number 8, Caleb Faraz. And Randolph coming right back at it again. A nice little chip over the middle, but Derek Gately to clear it up. Randolph doing a great job of just possessing here and making the little chips to get the ball into position. This ball goes wide, and we're going to have a goal kick. Subs coming in for Abington, Matt Titonia and Dylan McCann in for Greg Campbell and Troy Panico. Randolph really controlling the play the last couple of minutes on that one, Bill. Did a really nice job of just chipping the ball in gently when they did have those possessions.
They got a good team.
Another goal kick that goes straight to Randolph, but Abington recovers and comes up with it. Donovan's clear, gets deflected, and Abington picked it up again. Nice move. Reed on the outside all alone. Mariano gets it over to Titonia. Titonia leaves it for Donovan. Donovan fighting for it, and this ball goes out, and we're going to have a Randolph throw. I don't know if Tyler Mariano could see John Reed streaking down the left-hand side and switch it up a little bit and get it to him. Moulton gets a foot on this one, and he's immediately surrounded by 2 Randolph players. Faraz with the ball again. He's been dangerous in the middle, moving that ball. Gets it over to Gene Charles. Gene Charles back to Shiraz. Sean O'Keefe gets a head on that and clears it out. Shiraz.
Number 2, was it?
Number 11, Sadrak Faraz, finally gets a loose ball in front, and he turns around and sends one in. We're at about the 27th. We got about 27 minutes, and Randolph takes a 1-0 lead. Number 11, Sadrak Faraz with the goal for Randolph. Randolph pushing the charge again. Gately gets a foot on it, and this one's going to bounce out of bounds, and we're going to have ourselves a Randolph throw.
So what do they call it when one team scores and one team scores and then we get started with a kick.
Start with the kick. Yeah.
What do they call that?
The kickoff.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes,
Kickoff.
Start with the kickoff.
Now, as soon as the ref blows the whistle, can the opponent team start charging, or do they have to wait for them to actually?
They need to wait till the ball is actually touched.
Okay.
Scott with another low kick, and again, right to Randolph. Number 9, Nana, right in there for it. Hilaire with it now, sends it in, and Scott can't catch up to it. Number 7, Jimsky Hilaire, quickly makes it 2-0. Number 7, Jimsky Hilaire just he picked up the loose ball. Well, the ball was passed back to him. And Scott just wasn't able to catch up with that low ball along the ground, and it found the far corner. McCann and Titonia out. Looks like Panico and Mariano back in. John Lally chasing this ball down, but Randolph comes up with it. Camille getting it back to Caleb Faraz. Back in the middle for Alisi. And Alisi over to Hilaire. Hilaire's got an awful lot of running room here. Gately clears that one up. Panico just can't catch up with it. Scott Gambon catching up onto that loose ball. Sean O'Keefe right in front. Looked like number 9, Nana, was making a charge. Panico tried to bring that one down, but it squirts by him. Randolph with the kick on this one. Troy, the arms up a little bit. This ball goes over. Sean O'Keefe lets it go, and we're going to have ourselves an Abington throw. Sean gets it down to John Lally. Oh, little miscommunication on that one between Mariano and Lally. Porcello putting some pressure and forces it just to the side, but Alisi comes up with it, takes a shot, and this one goes wide. We're going to have ourselves a goal kick. About 24 to go, approximately, and Randolph with 2 quick goals in the second half, where they're up 2-0. Scott gets a decent shot on this one. Troy gets the first touch on it and the second touch. Looking for Danny O'Brien on the far side, but Danny's cross to the middle gets intercepted. Porcello bounces it right back in. Long balls back and forth for everybody. Derek Gately sends it down for Moulton. Moulton gets taken down, and we're going to have a free kick here. Moulton with a great ball. Mariano got a head on it. John Lally able to keep it in right along the end line. Leaves it for Moulton, who was streaking in from midfield. Pops it in front.
Ooh.
John Lally gets the clear from Porcello. Randolph really making a charge now. They got everybody charging on it. Gately sends it down, settles it, gets it over to Lally, but picked off. No, Moulton rescued it. Nicopolis gets it over to Lally. Lally trying to get Porcello, but Randolph is right there to intercept. Camille gets it over to Faraz. Faraz shoots it into Sadric Faraz. And Mariano with a great move, looking for Lally down the side. Chips it, and his ball goes up and out. John Lally and Danny O'Brien out. Mike Donovan and Jonathan Reed back in. Jonathan's got to wait a little bit. We get our last man off. Troy with it, but he gets it taken away. No, Jonathan Reed right there to keep it. Jonathan Reed gets pushed off the ball. Moulton setting up for a free kick. Sean O'Keefe pushing up for this one. And Faraz staying back, staying high for Randolph. And this ball goes well wide. Porcello lining up with this one. Makes a cut, but he's pulled off the ball. Faraz with a great clearing pass in for Elise. Faraz gets it back from Elise. Camille in the corner with it now. John Reed is trying to break him up with a nice touch. Gets it over to Sean O'Keefe. O'Keefe gets it up to Mariano. Mariano just bulls his way through this one. Looking for Donovan down the side. He sends it up ahead for him. Too far, though, and Thompson takes over. Try it again. This time, Donovan with a great burst of speed. He launches this one to the middle. Panico there.
Whoa.
Donovan sends this one across right into the keeper's arms.
Nice save.
Cruzado made a great stop on that. He tried to come out for the first one, and the ball got by him. This ball's over everybody. Moulton fighting in the middle with Faraz and comes around him. Then takes on the other Faraz. This one's on the ground here, and Abington's going to get the kick. Tyler Moulton worked hard for that free kick. This ball is up. Randolph gets a head on it. John Reed tried to keep it. This one gets defected out. Porcello out and McCann in for Abington. Camille out and Lecouture back in. McCann gets a foot on it and brings it down, but right away Randolph takes over, but their clear goes out of bounds. Looking for Troy, who gets a head on it in the middle. Tyler Mariano. Moulton tries to get around Thompson, Lecouture, but takes that away from him. Gets it over to Faraz in the middle. Faraz with some great... Lecouture gets that loose ball and gets a shot off. Scott gets it over to Nikopoulos, who gets it up to McCann. Nicely back to McCann, trying to push through the defense. He's just unable to. And Randolph sends the ball through. Nikopoulos with a great move to try and intercept it. Abington's got to take these chances at this point. Oh, this ball deflected back in by Jonathan Reed, but slippery grass out there. Gene Charles with it on the right side, but Jonathan Reed just gets in front of him. That's really all you have to do. He takes a shot, and that one is deflected. We're going to have a corner kick. Looked like that might have been Derek Gately, number 16, who just got in front of that ball and deflected it out. Number 11, Sadrak Faraz, setting up to take this kick. Faraz, one of the captains on the team. Cruzado, the keeper, is the other captain. This ball is high, it's up, it's over. And LeCouture with it on the far side. Chip shot into the middle. Gately gets ahead on it. Panico with a great job to finish clearing it away, but goes a little too far from him.
Oh.
John Reed with a great move, and Tyler Moulton comes out of nowhere with it. There you go, with Sean Keefe clearing it way up to Troy Panico. Troy lays it out for Mariano. Mariano looking over to Donovan. Little too hard on the connection there. Nana starts the run for Randolph. He's got some speed, and he's just blowing right by everybody. Alex Nikopoulos with a great move to deflect this one. Alex just dives in front, stops that ball, and we're going to have a corner kick. Major subs in again for Abington. Camille in for LeCouture. And Killian, Porcello, O'Brien, and one other in. We got Panico, Mariano, Donovan, and Reed out. Initial ball gets headed away by Abington. Ball bounced around in the front there, but Abington manages to get a foot on it and keep it out. McCann making a run. He gets by one. He's got Killian. Shoot. Sends it ahead for Killian. Killian's going to have to really turn it on to get around Thompson here. Thompson shoots it out, deflects it off of Greg. Randolph over the top for Chiraz. Faraz unable to connect with it, and Gambon comes up. Here's clear again. Gene Charles was the first to it. Sean O'Keefe sends this one up, and that's a nice stop by Mr. Paraxlis, our scorekeeper. Gene Charles in. Caleb Faraz with it. He sends it deep. Chases it down and manages to avoid two defenders and send it in off the post. And we're going to have a goal kick. Number 8, Caleb Faraz did a terrific job. He beat two defenders deep. Made the turn, came up with the shot, and just bounced it off the post and out. Dangerous chance there. Bill, I'm looking at about 13 minutes. I'm not sure what you have. Nikopoulos with a header to try to clear this one out. Danny O'Brien in front. Randolph with some great moves to get up to Faraz, who sends another one into the goal.
What number was that?
That was number 11, Sadrak Faraz, once again with the goal.
I got him.
All alone in front, managed to turn the ball around and send this one into the corner. And we're going to have a quick timeout here on the field. So with a break in the action, we're going to take a break ourselves, and we'll be right back. All right, folks, welcome back. We have roughly 12 minutes or so to go in this game, with Randolph with a 3-0 lead. 2 goals by number 11, Sadrak Faraz. 1 goal by number 7, Jimsky Hilaire.
I tell you, it's dropped down about 10 degrees in the
temperature has it's come down a little bit. Coach McGinnis just called a timeout after that last goal, just to kind of calm everybody down, remind them of what they should be doing and how they should be playing. Donovan with a tremendous throw. This one deflects out. Word from the Abington AD on Twitter at Abington AD is the girls in Randolph. Our girls are up 4-0 in Randolph.
Wow.
So that's always good news. Reed pushing through. That a nice play by Jonathan Reed.
What number?
Jonathan Reed, right up front.
There.
Jonathan
5?
Reed, number 5.
Yeah.
With a great he's number 6. No, that was number 5. Jonathan
there's
Reed.
no number.
Jonathan Reed with a great move, moving the ball around. He headed it, pushed it through, and cuts the lead to 2.
Yeah, look at what we did with the Cohasset game. So
Jonathan Reed gets a goal for Abington, and hopefully that's enough to ignite the team. But Alisi for Randolph is really working hard in the corner there. He's got a couple of guys on him now, including Tyler Moulton, excuse me. A lot of fancy footwork in the corner.
Wow. Oop.
And he rolls it out of bounds for a goal kick. That was Faraz, number 11, with fancy footwork in the corner and unable to maintain possession along the end line. Scott's ball goes high but short. Donovan clears it up. Ben Bennett tries. This ball's going to roll out of bounds, and we have ourselves a Randolph throw. Porcello with a leaping interception there, but this ball deflects out of bounds. Ben Bennett battling Hilaire for that one. Porcello in front of him now. And he gets around both, sends it into the middle. Randolph gets a quick head on it, but Scott Gambon right there to make the stop. His clear goes up. John Reed chips it ahead. He's got Dylan McCann making a run for it, and he's making a run himself. Number 5, Thompson, shields him off the ball. Rosado setting up for this kick. He's got a great ball all the way up to Faraz. Derek Gately tries to clear it up. He deflects it off Porcello, who can't control it. Moulton comes in and gets it up to Donovan. Donovan just ridden off the play. Randolph doing a great job of working together in pairs. One takes the ball, and the other just stays out short to get the recovered pass. John Reed, nice work to step up in front, but Thompson sends this in deep. Gately puts a foot on this one, and it's going to come all the way up and out. Number 17, Patrick Hines, in the game for Randolph. And we got number 7, Jimsky Hilaire was offside. Scott setting up for the offside. He gets everything onto this one, but again, first to it is Randolph. Thompson sends it right back in. Nana starts the attack with Hine. Moulton with a great move in the corner to keep that ball. Looking to get it up to McCann. Mitchell Williams just takes over and starts the attack again. Sean O'Keefe intercepts that clearing pass. Lisi with some fancy footwork on Porcello, and he gets taken down. He was sandwiched by 2 players. Looked like he had probably Ben Bennett on one side and Mike Porcello on the other. And
wow,
as he tried to jump through the 2 of them, he got taken down. Just outside the 18, and Randolph has a kick. Looks like this could be Faraz taking a, not really sure who's setting up to kick it. This chip goes up and over everything, and we're going to have ourselves a goal kick. Greg Killian in for Dylan McCann up top. He's gone with a great kick, getting up to midfield, but again, it's taken over quickly. Donovan taking a quick kick here for Abington. Kick is low, but Mariano's right there, flicks it up and over. Randolph recovers, sends it up and out. Spencer getting the ball in quickly. Under 10 minutes to play. Thompson with the ball on the side and gets it up. Moulton just dives through everybody and tries to come up with that ball, but he's pulled off. And look at the speed of John Reed. Right back in front here on number 7, Hilaire. Forces him to turn. Hilaire labels one, and it goes up and over for a goal kick. Scott trying to get up and get the ball up quickly. A little too far to the middle. Greg Killian in front. Jonathan Reed trying to get by. Gene Charles takes it away from him. Hilaire with it in the middle. He's staying in possession. Porcello trying to keep him outside with it. Gets it over to Gene Charles. Gene Charles back down to the corner to Hines. Hines right in the middle, and Derek Gately with an excellent job to break up that play. And now he's going with the ball. Looking for Killian, but rolled a little too close to the side and rolled out of bounds. Thompson with the throw. This clear in, a little too much. The keeper comes out. Donovan right there to take the keeper's clear away. Ooh. Couple of feet on it. Greg Killian trying to keep it in, but doesn't look like he's going to.
Nice try.
Good hustle by Killian to try and keep that one.
Oh, my hand's cramping up.
Thompson setting up for the throw.
You know, it's funny because sometimes when my hand cramps up, I actually have to let go, use my other hand to open it back up again.
Abington with a free kick. Moulton setting up now. Time running down. Moulton chips it wide. This ball goes out for a corner kick. Porcello running over to take the corner. Sean O'Keefe diving into the middle. He scored off of one of these before. Everybody up for Abington. This ball gets cleared. Moulton's going to put the pressure on number 10 over there. Elise battles him along the side, stays with him. Really fighting with him on that side. He's doing a great job of tying him up. But Randolph comes up with it. John Reed trying to slow down Hilaire. Panico comes up with it, but he's ridden off. Reed's clear, goes right up to Caleb Faraz.
Ooh.
Tyler Moulton just dove into that one, stopped it with his mouth. Tyler Mariano slips on the grass, but he's still fighting for it. Comes up with it again. Staying with it. He's got 3 on him. Is clear to the middle. Not quite hot enough to make it back to Reed. Tyler Moulton still down on the ground. Derek Gately fighting Faraz on the far side. Faraz comes out to the middle. Lays it out to Hilaire. Hilaire sends another one high over the goal. We got an injury timeout on the field, so we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back. Right now, with Abington down 3-1, we probably have maybe 3 or 4 minutes left to play in the game. We'll take a break, and we'll be back. All righty, folks, we're back. We got about 3.5 minutes left. Tyler Moulton coming off the field, and John Lally on to replace him. Girls are still up 4-0 over at Randolph.
I wonder if he just wanted to go meet the...
He might have.
The certified athletic
Tyler is like that sometime. Goals for the girls by Brianna Donovan. Gabby Haller, a freshman. That's her first goal.
No, he took a mean ball off the face there. Close range.
He did. Scott's clear goes up, and Randolph takes control. John Lally trying to make a dive for that one. Comes up with it, though. And Randolph making a charge again. Faraz with it. Looking to get it over to Caleb Faraz. Back to Shadrick on the number 11 on the outside. Ball in. Faraz trying to make a call for an infraction on Lally. He finally gets one. He worked hard for that call, and he's now asking the referee why it took so long. When he stopped and raised his hands, nobody challenged him for the ball. Ball back in play. This ball's out of bounds. Donovan with a throw. Here comes Randolph with numbers again. Sean O'Keefe with a great job in front. Derek Gately really diving now. This ball is sent right back in. Faraz on the corner on Donovan this time. Donovan with a great job fighting over there to almost come up with it. John Lally sends it out wide, and we're going to have ourselves a throw.
Boy, he's taking his time.
Oh, he's really dogging it over there. Another bad throw. That's at least 3 bad throws in this game that the referee has not called. Donovan with a head on that one, sends it up and out. We're going to have another throw. Valley gets a head on it. Mariano gets a foot. Another throw in for Randolph on the side. Looks like this game's going to end over on that side.
Ooh.
Donovan with a leap. Panico trying to get it over to Mariano. Mitchell Williams sends it right back in, though. Nana with it now. Derek Gately with a great job to just clear it away. This ball's out. Not sure. Now they're calling a corner on it.
Ooh.
I don't know what we're going to get called here. No, and that's the whistle to end the game. Abington loses 3-1. Scott Gambon had some great saves over there. It was a tough play all around for Abington. A physical game at some points. And we wound up going down 3-1 on it. Not sure right off the top of my head what the record is. I don't have it written down for me. 4-4-2. So it brings us to 4-4-2. Thank you. It's always nice to have the athletic director nearby to fill you in on those details. A hard-fought game, coming off a great 3-0 week. The boys fought hard. They never gave up. They pushed throughout the end. But the final score here at Riley Field is Randolph 3, Abington 1. The lone goal by Abington scored by Jonathan Reed. Don't have a final yet on the girls' side. 4-0 with about 5 minutes left. Goals over there by Alexis Lapointe, Jenna McDonough, Gabby Halloran, and Brianna Donovan. So if we get a final before we leave, we'll give you that. If not, we'll check the website. So, Bill Davis, thank you for joining me. For the athletic department and the boys soccer team, I'm Jack Pacello, have a great night.
Good day. Be well.